Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. As you see the information about Duke and Duchess's Netflix projects coming out, and also you see that polo match, and it looks from afar and near that it was immensely successful. Meghan's style, the couple's, Harry and Meghan's continued chemistry and interaction. You knew, we predicted the British tabloids. We can predict their behavior now, and then add that to the soft launch, as we have so lovingly, I guess, called it, of ARO's product, the jam. You can know they were going to go completely unhinged. And although it's predictable, it is no less harmful and it's no less coordinated. Because predictability, you might think, oh, they're going to recycle the same old story. But they do find a new way to sell it. And the harmfulness of it comes from the people that will believe it and look at things differently. Let me give you a personal example for this is not even from tabloid. This is from a friend that we are no longer friends. We're cool, but not friends anymore. And I remember back in 2019, I don't remember what time in 2019, he came to my office. At that time I had a customer facing office, and he came to my office. And I don't remember how the conversation started about Harry and Meghan, and we're talking, and he said to me, he's just with her because of Africa, right? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he went into this explanation, which I don't understand. It, to this day, it went over my head, but I kind of understand what he's saying historically, and the UK firm. But the thing how he said it, it got to me, and of course I went into defense mode, which I've always done, and I was very defensive, and I said to him that I basically told him off in my office as best as I could in an office environment, but doors were closed, so, and we didn't fight, argue loudly or anything, and I didn't, and but the thing about that conversation, even though I told him off and I made sure I told him in no uncertain terms that Harry loved Meghan and all of it, it stayed with me. It stayed with me, and for a minute there, I doubted Prince Harry, and I kind of looked at him differently. It started, everything he did started seemed to have a double meaning to me. Everything that happened, the letter that he sent out, the relatively quickness of their marriage, it was tainted because of that man for me. And if they hadn't left together, I would never have liked him ever. I don't think past that. Even if they stayed, I would still have, I think maybe in my mind, it would have stayed in my mind that something nefarious is going on. And even when she did that interview and she looked up and she looked so young and vulnerable, talking about nobody asking her if she was okay. And I was thinking, oh, that man is not taking care of her. It's just all about, how he can use her to get what the firm wanted. And so when they left, of course, I changed my mind. But I would never have thought that if it wasn't for my ex friend. And so when you see the tabloids predictably coming out with this story of bullying, they they know what they're doing. So they come out with this story. And for millions of people all over the world, they can tell you a story of when they were in a position where they were whether belittled, bullied, talked down to, mistreated by a boss. So that is a story that will resonate all over in any society that you go to, in the past, in the present, and in the future. And so when you see them recycling this story, especially now at a time when there's such good buzz surrounding the Duke and Duchess, it's it's frustrating. And we know it's not true. We know if they can throw Prince Harry, their own flesh and blood, under the bus for staff member, you know they were setting the Duchess up with staff members. You know this. We know this. And they know it too. But that's knowing it is not the problem. That's not their desire is not to tell any truth. Is this targeted attack? But we as supporters, we continue to hopefully, when something comes up, I used to think that, it doesn't make sense. We say to these people, but no, the same way they say their lying thing over and over again, we should say the truth over and over again. Harry and Meghan were targeted by their own family and the press, and they're still being targeted. So we're here to say that we are here to support, and we do not believe that they did anything. The Duke and Duchess did not do anything wrong. And I can't wait for the products to come out so I can buy. Well, thank you guys for listening, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.